Hey, what up, bones? What up? Skeleton Bones is online on both YouTube and Twitch. Let me just do a mandatory microphone check. Let me do this. Give me a minute. I'm live on YouTube. Oh yeah, guy, I didn't launch the chat application. Okay, the sound works on YouTube as well, so that is good news. Yeah, launch the application. Let me just check the Twitch real quick and we're gonna start. What is it? Give me a second. Yes, I'm live on Twitch. I can hear my I can hear my voice now. Alright, so it should be good. Does this work? Yes. And let us continue. I've been busy doing some work yesterday, so I haven't been able to stream. That's why I skipped today. But today is a lot of work. A lot of work is ahead of us. I'm trying to set up the Applied Energistics system. We got like pretty much everything ready for that. Last episode I've crafted a controller over there, and I have an extra one from me, which will serve me as a router for all the channels. We're gonna have one, we are going to use P2p tunnels or connectors, whatever they are called, on the main control that has been built already. Yeah, I'm gonna start making the P2p tunnels right away, but first of all let me just count how many are we going to need. 8 on this side, 8 on the other side, that makes 16. 12 more for the sides of this donut shape, and 4 more on the inside, that makes 16. So that means it's 32 P2p tunnels in total for, you know, the inside part of this thing. Now that I think of it, I might actually need to pick a side which is going to be used to transfer the energy to this block, because the P2p tunnels things, I'm gonna look it up. P2p tunnel, yeah, they don't actually transfer the energy to the blocks they are facing. That's why I need to connect this thing at least on one side with an actual cable. So that means for now I'm just gonna make 32 minus 4. Well, actually let me just make all 32 P2p tunnels. And of course I'm gonna check on my chickens. How are they doing? They are doing great. We are done with the bacon calling chickens, so we are gonna come back to this mod soon. I'm not gonna open that thing. So P2p tunnel requires just some engineering processes, some flux crystals, which we got like everything prepared to make all those in the last episode. Yeah, we got a lot of this. Let me just actually take a stack of this and make some more flux crystals, because I think that we are going to need a lot of them in this episode. I got one more stack of this. Couple of stacks. One stack of charged crystal actually makes 2 stacks of flux crystals. And I'm gonna grab a stack. Well, I mean, might as well grab 3 stacks of these flux crystals, convert them all into pure flux crystals. Do I have enough sand on me though? Yes, I do. One thing about mechanism like factories things is that when the first slot is finished, and you see that the first slot started processing a little bit, like a couple milliseconds ahead of all the other ones, and that's why there is gonna be 1 extra flux crystal in this slot. It doesn't actually count the output slots if there is. You'll see what I mean just in a second when the processing will be finished. I was trying to explain this, but I don't have enough words to explain this. Just let me show you this thing. I know it worked actually. I just thought that whenever this slot frees up, it moves an ingredient from all the other slots to the left. It doesn't do that apparently. So let me just make up some seeds. And what else do I need for these things? We are making 32 of this. That means we need 32 diamonds. I'm just gonna grab a stack. 32 redstone. Well, I mean, might as well make a stack of these things. Engineering. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a stack for. I'm sure I'm gonna be using all the extras. Silicon press. We definitely need to set up the automation of this processes if we are going to produce the discs on the industrial scale. We are going to need a lot of these things. Was it? Yeah, it was iron. Couple of stacks of this. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me one more time. Is this? Why is it? So this thing seems to output a certain amount of energy, which is not enough to fit all these machines. I don't know what the deal is. It's probably because I'm using the very basic one. The very basic energy cube. It doesn't say here, but oh yeah, it does say actually. The maximum output of this one is 300 and 20 RF per tick, which is not enough, you know, to feed all these machines. At least not simultaneously. Energy cube. Can I make the the next tier? It's not really too hard to do. I do have some of those microchips from Mechanism. I do have 4, but we'll need 8 of those. And what else do we need? Some gold, some osmium. Okay, so we got everything that we need. Yeah, this Endearing chicken can go. Stop bouncing, man. It's all done. Let me just make 8 of the chips just for the future. While we're waiting on the chips to process anyway, might as well do that. 8 of this and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Some rest. I'm just gonna grab a stack of this. 2 of these things. Oh no, we don't have it. A lot of space on us in the inventory. Yeah, still having a problem with that squeaky chair. That's a squeaky one. Okay, let's do this quick until that thing expires, like the thing despawns. Can I? I'm just gonna do this. I need some osmium, 2 osmium ingots to be exact. Oh, we got almost everything. And I believe the energy cubes do retain the power inside of them when you upgrade this. Wait, was it not rest? Oh yeah, it wasn't. It was these things. Okay, so this tier of energy cube must output some more energy. So this one outputs, oh yeah, it was like, it's a big improvement over the whichever one we had, the basic one. It is massive improvement, like 5 times more. It outputs almost 5 times more than it was. Should be enough. Output on the back and input on all the other sides. Okay, so this works. What was that doing? I was about to make some of these chips. And get some iron. And just wait on those. And what else I'm gonna need a lot of these cables. The basic ones only transfer 8 channels, but that's exactly it is gonna be enough for what we need to do. To this, and to make what we need to do, I'm gonna cover all the sides of this control multi-block with P2p channels. I can't really explain this with words. We're just gonna have to finish this thing, what I'm doing, and after that, I'm gonna, you know, explain everything. Just one of this. some of this. So the problem is about this thing is that one cable can only transfer 8 channels, and you can't really connect the dense cable from Applied Energistics cable can actually transfer 32 channels at a time, but you can't connect the dense cable, I guess, directly to P2p channels. That's why you can connect all of this to this, you know, if I put P2p channels all the way around on the inside or the inner part of this one, you can't actually, you won't be able to transfer all of these channels of this P2p through this central cable. That is a problem, and it would be a waste if I just connected a single dense cable without using P2p channels over here. That's why I'm doing something else. I just gotta go visit my office to sign some papers as always. Just excuse me for a couple of minutes. Oh, apparently I have left my microphone on. Sorry for that. Okay, let's continue. What was I doing? Yeah, I was about to. Yeah, so the specifics of these cables is that the flukes, the very basic one, the purple one. I guess it's just clear, not clear, just the basic one, because there is actually a purple one. Flukes cable. Yeah, the very basic one can connect to all the other colors of these cables, and the colored cable, the ones that you craft with a pigment, some sort of pigment or a dye, they only can connect to a similar colored cable or to the flukes cables, and that's what we are going to use in our advantage in this setup. Let me see, what kind of colors do I have? Might as well grab this while I'm here. Okay, let's continue. we have all the basic colors basically. I'm just gonna take black, red, green, all the pure colors, blue, white, yellow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What was there? What else? I got this one. Okay, I'm not actually gonna need a lot of this. The ones, the colors that look the most industrial in the industrial style, I guess, are the red, yellow, orange, maybe blue, and green actually. Okay, I'm just gonna use, for now, I'm just gonna use these 4 colors. Because we don't really need a lot of colors to set up the controller setup. I guess that was redundant. But let me just, a lot of things that I can only show, not tell. I can't really find the words to describe what I'm trying to do here. Just stay with me and I'm gonna show it all to you. It's not really that complicated, but the setup itself is really efficient. It's gonna be really efficient in the end with the channels. Well, personally, I prefer to use refined storage over the Applied Energistics because it's much simpler and less bloated than this one. But I guess this is the one that the mod pack has. That's why I'm gonna have to use this one. Let me get my shears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And where's my tool now? The one that I used to convert the pedal blocks, the pedal things. Yeah, this one, the pestle and mortar. All these dies. Okay. And actually, I'm gonna need one more crafting table closer. Set up a crafting table closer to the controller itself, because I'm going to craft all the colored cables on demand rather than making them all up, so that I don't have any extra any leftover cables and I don't have to convert them back to flux cables. And it should be, oh come on, should be enough, right? Where's the basic quartz cable? Hopefully I get the, I remember the recipe, right? Okay. So this one, yeah, it's just glass and some quartz dust, which I have. Tired of this. Grab some flux crystals, make up some more of this. Yeah, this should be more than enough for what we need to do. I got my crafting tables, got all the colors that we need. Yeah, let's go back to the controller itself. So what I was trying to tell you is that we can't transfer all these 8 channels, all these 8 P2Ps, along with these 4 on the inside ring of this. I'm gonna use a colored cable in this one. The main one should be probably maybe the red one. Yes, that's why I'm gonna connect only 4 P2Ps on each side. They are gonna be going to the center, and that makes so that this channel reached its limit, and we're gonna have to, oh man, I don't I can't really go into there. Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna reposition this controller one block higher so that I can actually reach that one from beneath. One, two, three, four. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 5. This is the central block. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This must be the one that I'm looking for. Grab the red cables, connect all of this, connect this one, connect this one, and because this cable that I'm gonna put here is gonna have to connect all of the sides of this controller, it has to be a dense one. So I'm gonna make a dense cable right now, just a regular dense cable. Wait, hold on. The smart cable, I'm just gonna use a regular one, because I know that the connections won't exceed 32 channels. That's why I'm just gonna use this a dense cable. But now that I think of it, I actually need to reserve one side of this controller for the actual energy input. Oh yeah, right. And without the controller, even though, for example, if you're trying to transfer more than 8 channels without a controller in the system, in the circuit, you can't actually do that. Without a controller, any kind of a cable can only transfer 8 channels maximum. So you have to connect the rotor channel to the controller itself. I'm just thinking, how was I doing it previously? How did I connect the controller to the power? Was it like, I guess I have to sacrifice one side of the controller just for the energy input. But first, let me just make one dense cable. But it's not quite like it was in the Infinity Vault. There is dense covered cable and there is a dense smart cable. Or is in the smart cable? Yeah, there is a dense smart cable and just dense covered cable. And bookmark this one. It's just 4 covered cables. Just gonna use some wool. Okay, so this should work. I'm gonna use a regular Fluix cable over here because this has to connect all of the other channels, which will use some different kind of colors, not the red one, so that they don't. If I connect, for example, this P2Ps, if I try to connect this P2Ps to this cable, and because it already uses up all the 8 channel that the regular cable can transfer, this whole system, this whole circuit will not work. That's why I'm gonna I want to use some kind of a different color cable on this P2p tunnels, and not the Fluix one as well, because the Fluix connects to all the other colors. I'm gonna make a yellow one. Or actually, yeah, let me connect P2Ps to all the other sides first. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So this means, and I really can't remember how did I connect the controller itself to the power. Oh yeah, it was okay, I did something really, not really wrong, I just kinda, I would say that I kinda went ahead of myself. And didn't actually prepare in the proper way. Before connecting the P2P channels to the controller, I actually have to make all the different colors of these dense cables first. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll see why in a moment. That's just 16, yeah, we need some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna need a lot more of these cables actually, now that I think of it. Yeah, a couple stacks more. Make some more glass. And of course some more Fluix dust, Fluix crystals. Stack this, one more stack, and one more stack, and some dense cables. Yeah, we got a stack of dense cables. That should be more than enough for what we need to do right now. Oh yeah, I've put away all the dyes that I had. Let me get those back. So actually I have to use an orange color as well. Let me do that. Did I not have, well, I have some green petals. Green, blue, should I? Yeah, I should probably grab blue dye as well. Put this away. Put this away. Make some blue dye. And this. Okay, come on. This should be enough. Yes. Okay, we got the blue dyes. We got all the dyes that we need. What I'm gonna do now is make all the different kinds of colored dense cables. One red, one yellow, one orange, one green, and one blue. Just, you know, just to be safe. Red cables are gonna go to the center. Did I not grab the regular red cables? Oh yes, there they are. I probably might as well grab the yellow one and put the dyes away. Okay, now what I'm gonna need to do, put all the P2p. Oh, I did not grab those. Put all the P2p tunnels on the inside. Put the P2p tunnels on the inside of these cables. Gonna use the orange ones here. One, two, 3, 4. Six, 7, 8. And we got orange cables on the corners here. What else? I need some kind of different color. I would like to use red one actually, just to be consistent. Yeah, let me just make up some more red cables. Just one batch. Just to be consistent, because we have been using the red ones on the middle line. Yes, and this. So this one only uses yeah, 8 channels here. Gonna have to use a yellow one here so that it doesn't connect to the red P2p, to the red cables over here. Yeah, might as well just use it. Just use the yellow one for the whole line. Just for the aesthetic reasons, doesn't really matter. If it was fluids, it would be alright as well. So now there's 6. I mean, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Limit bank. So we gotta grab 2 of this. Yeah. Okay, the P2p channels here can go like this. They all have to go into a single dense cable, because it will hold all the 32 channels. got the flux cable. That means on each side we have to grab, let me just think. Let me think. The whole thing only has 32 P2Ps. We used up 8 channels and we got left with 24 channels. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So each side, yeah, each one of these can carry like 6 channels. Our alternative, I can grab 3 of this, 3 of this, and 2 of this. That'll make it what? That'll make it 8. 8 on this side or 8 on that side, and 16 minus 24 is 8 on the third side. And I will need to grab this one as well, so I'm putting P2p channels here, like this. That makes 1, 2, 3. If I'm gonna grab this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can grab 2 more. If it's gonna be like this, like symmetrical, I can go for 1, 2, 3. Well, basically just 6 of this, 6, and 1, 2. And if I do similar thing on that one, that leaves this one, just this one and this one, and on this side this one and this one, and 2 of this. I don't really know which way I should go. Again, I'm just gonna go with a symmetrical setup and see where this leads us. So we got 6 on each side. 6 we can grab. So to grab those, I should have really used the yellow cables here. Okay, let me redo this one. 1, 2, 6. Six, 7. I might, just grab this one instead. I grab this one. Oh yes, yeah. So if I do it this way, for example, I grab the 6 here, 1 there, just trying to be as efficient as I can with the cables. Doesn't really matter, but just trying to make it like look aesthetic. Six, but this cable cannot like, what's it called, use more than 8 channels and it already uses 7. See if I grab this one, or should I actually just grab this one on this side? That means this side will take care of these 2, this 6, and I will only have to grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 of this. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this then. So this side is 8 channels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. And this side, similar to that one. And the whole idea of this setup is to make the controller look like a huge brain thing, basically, because it's the brains of the whole Applied Energistics system. Yeah, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Oh no. Don't really have enough of the orange cables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, and the only cables that we have to connect are this 1, 2, 3, and this one. And I might as well use, no, I can't really use red cables because it will connect to this one, but I can use the yellow ones, similar to that. Wait, hold on, did I? Yeah, make sure to not connect the cables to P2Ps that you have already connected to other P2Ps. That's why I haven't connected these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Use yellow cables. Alright, the actual, what's it called, the controller is done, but there is one flaw in this construction, is that the controller is not connected to any kind of power. That's why I'm gonna have to put some kind of a cable over here that doesn't transfer any data, and that is just the regular Quartz cable, the white, you know, the very basic cable. 3. And after putting this one in, the controller will have an access to the energy through this one, through this network, because you see this network, these cables are actually separated from the network that the main controller is in. They don't connect directly by these P2p channels, which makes these cables and the main controller a separate network from these cables. Which is why I actually, where's my, wait, hold on, didn't I have an extra controller on me? I must have put it, yeah. This is exactly why I do have this extra controller here. See the cables, the regular cables, if they are not connected directly to a controller, cannot transfer more than 8 channels, even if they are dense cables. It's just like specifics of this mod. That's why I need to connect this network to an actual controller for it to be able to transfer all of the 32 channels that we have on this network. If this system would have been connected to any kind of energy, and I would have like a smart cable, you would have been able to see this, that the whole system would have been offline because it exceeds a channel limit that cables can transfer without a controller. That's why I'm going to use this controller here as a router network. It wouldn't really process any kind of applied energistics like information or crafting and stuff. It will just route these channels to the machines, and the machines will be on the other side of this network. I'm going to put the P2p connector so that the machines will be connected to the controllers directly through the P2p network. Oh hell man, how's it going? I was just setting up the Applied Energistics system and I'm trying to explain how this whole thing works. How do you like the Applied Energistics setup? I think it looks like some kind of a brain, which the controller is it's the brain of the whole system. Yeah, hopefully I can actually explain how this whole thing works. This small, I mean it's a relatively small setup, will give me 32 by 32 channels. So this is a large amount of channels for what it took to build this thing. It's just 8 control blocks, completely reliant on the P2p tunnels. I actually need to build the lower part of these buildings so that I can continue to build this setup. How's it going, man? Do you have any thoughts? I mean, other than it is obviously a nice setup. What you think about the colors that I chose for this one? I've been thinking, like, why did I use orange, red and yellow colors? Because I think that these colors represent the industrial style. Like, you usually see warning signs in yellow color, red color and orange. That's why I choose these colors. I don't know, I just like how it looks, how this whole setup looks, just like a big brain thing. Of course it's not finished, it's kind of too early to talk about the performance of this system before I can actually show you how this thing works. This is my basic setup basically that I use in every mod pack that has Applied Energistics. It is very efficient, but I need to show you how it actually works. before like stating anything. Just had to refresh my memory a little bit because it's been a long time since I've actually built an Applied Energistics system. I like how refined storage actually doesn't make you worry about all the channels and stuff. You just put a controller down and it's basically done. That's why I like the refined storage better. I mean, it's one of the aspects, and the other aspects is just look at all this stuff from this mod. This thing is completely unnecessary. You just use it on the... I didn't even use this thing in my playthrough. You don't really use any kind of energy generation from this mod. So lots of unnecessary stuff in this one. Like, why did they have to make tools out of search squads? I have never used those. I don't know. It just seems like a bloated mod. Unnecessarily bloated. Just have to build this thing, because right away I'm gonna set up probably here as well the processes of the automation to make all the storage. Connect this barrel and storage drawer system to this one, and so that I can finally access all my storage from one like central location, and not just having to run around my base looking for all the barrels and stuff, all the crates. Okay, so let me just check how it's done on the other side. That was basically 2 white column. Oh, the game froze a little bit. Oh wow, we like have really low FPS for some reason. Is it because of because of the controller? It says tick. What the hell is tick? It takes up like a lot of process time. 10 FPS. If I look at this one directly, we have 20 FPS. I wonder what is this tick thing that takes up all the processor time. What the hell is this? It wasn't like so bad in the last episode. What? Oh yeah, this maybe actually this thing has filled up. Yes, this thing, it must cause some issues here. Probably. It's just because of this thing. Put obsidian helmet here. Why didn't the glowstone leggings? Oh yeah, right. I should have put the ignore meta here and match ignore MBT ignore on this. So this should work now. I was wondering why didn't filter out the glowstone pants and boots, whatever. The things that we have already inside of the filter. Yeah. So this should be an empty filter here. Let me take this one out and replace this one with the newer one. It should sort everything out now. Oh yeah, we must have like lots of loot laying around just on the ground. That's why we have so much of a lag. Yeah, oh wow. Really have to do something about this mob farm really soon. Can't really have 10 FPS. Must be bad for the stream. Just have to sort this whole thing out. Wait, hold on. Did I... Cobweb. Does this thing have cobweb on this one? I wonder. Oh, it must have, because so far it has been deleting all this thing. Wow. There's a lot of things. Give me just a couple of seconds to sort this whole thing out. Yeah. It must be piled up over there, the loot. Oh yeah, right, I can just... Distance. Oh wow. We have a lot of stuff going on in there. So let me just do this thing. It's really dangerous to let this mob farm to clog up like this. That's how we're doing on FPS. It's still not too good. Get rid of this. I should actually make, just to make this run a little bit faster, I need to make a stack upgrade for this one. What does it take? Oh yeah, it needs a resonator. Can we do this? Like a coal. I do have a resonating crystal over there. Sure. Apparently not in this one. I mean, it should be in one of these chests. Because I do remember getting one of those at some point. Not here, not here. Yeah, this is the one. What's it called? A resonator? Yeah, resonator. Like a coal, some iron, some redstone. It's not too hard to make. Some iron, black coal, 2 redstone, I believe. Redstone. Couple of this. Oh yes. So the next one is a stack upgrade right away. Stack upgrade. A gold ingot and a diamond should make a stack upgrade. Well, I mean, it's not really make a lot of difference. I guess where it's full, it has to. At least it does extract stack at a time now. Should sort out. Oh yeah, okay. So this has been sorted out. Another crisis averted. So I should have been paying more attention to that one. Okay, so let's continue working on our Applied Energistics setup. Yeah, let me take a quick break again for, you know, to sign some papers again in my office building. Shouldn't take more than a minute. Just a quick minute. Alright, I'm back now. Let me just adjust my seating position. Yeah, let's go. Oh hey man, how's it going? Oh, the YouTube comment, that's a rare, you know, occurrence. Usually we get the Twitch chat, you know, Twitch comments in chat. So how's it going? I've been just making an Applied Energistics setup over here. I don't know if you saw that one. It kind of looks like a brain, because it's a brain of the whole system. So I'm at the point now. I am at the point of making, you know, the routing of all the channels. Don't really see what it says behind the. Right, yeah, we got this at small tunnel. Oh no, I got the extra one. Okay, that's fine. Not a disaster. Still gonna fill this in. And what do we have? Like, there is a 2 blocks wide column on each side. Yeah, this should be fine. I actually cut an extra block over here. Should have not done this. That's okay. I'm still gonna replace this block with something else, probably concrete. Just the regular Minecraft concrete. Might as well do this. Make sure that it's set on the small tunnel. Don't want to ruin the whole base by excavating it. So there is a 2 white column. Got this one. So the lower level of this building is ready. I'm just gonna continue working on the root network, like the routing network. There's my get all the cables. I'm gonna need those. I got the controller. I'm just gonna get this drive as a reference. This cable is going to be connected to a controller. Yeah, well, like this. And each side of this controller will, is able to transfer 32 channels, which we don't really gonna be using channels from this network, because it's the separate network from that one. We are going to be using channels on this network, on this controller, just for the P2p channels, and all the channels on that network are going to be used up for the machines. You know, not really used up. I'm not really sure if I'm going to use up all of the 32 multiplied by 32 channels. That's a lot. Let me just do this quickly. Calculate this using Google. 32 multiplied by 32 is 1024 channels. I don't really think that we are gonna use up all those channels, but we might. For example, we might use if we really need to spend all our channels to use up all the channels, I might just set up chickens, for example, to do all their breeding, all their like egg laying, and put a separate importer from Applied Energistics on each one of those roost blocks. I'm not really sure. Okay, so this building, what's it gonna be used for? I don't really know. Should I use this wall like for the enemy drives and all the insides? Let me look it up. Applied Energistics. Yeah, I might need to use one wall for just for the energy. Just you make some extra. Actually, I don't really need more than one of these blocks. Wow. I don't know. I'm just gonna see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 32 by 4 is 8. We need 8 of these columns. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just 7. I guess I don't have to use all of the 32 channels for these ME drives. Yeah, let me just do this. ME drives, we need 31 of these because we got 1. 31, 62 engineering processes. Grab a stack of this, and a stack of silicon. Well, we got some extras on here, but not really. I mean, I don't mind having some extra processes because we're still gonna use all of this on our disks and whatnot, the fluid disks maybe. How's the mob farm doing? At one point I will need to sort the whole thing out with the filters on the mob farm. I can't be having it clogging up like that and like tanking our FPS down to 0, almost 0. But not just now, not just yet, because I have something else to do. First of all, I'm gonna set up the Applied Energistics, of course. Pretty much this whole episode is gonna be about Applied Energistics. I started this stream a little bit late. Usually start a couple of hours earlier. Just had some work. Okay, what's next? What is storage drives? What is it? Oh yeah, here it is. We need 31 of this, 31 by 4, 62 by 2. Okay, I'm just gonna grab 2 stacks of this. Yeah, we need 1 stack of these cables, which we don't really have. No, the wrong one. Can I actually use this one just to test this out? No, I can't. And okay, let me just empty this one. Okay, this takes too much time. I'm just gonna finish with the orange ones and not do the rest. And we got a stack of fluix cables anyway. There's our processors already. Let's make 31. Hold on, get rid of the extras. I don't want this. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $14. $21. $28. Okay. So we need to put 4 more somewhere. And yes, actually, these things connect with each other. I don't really want them to connect, because they will interfere with each other. So I'm thinking maybe I should do it. Oh yeah, maybe I should do it like this actually. Put these things back. Put these things like this. This is 8, right? Yes. And I'm gonna do it like I'm gonna do it like this. Hold on. Oh yeah, right. It's not really where I want it. I want to do this like in symmetric way. How should I go about it? Oh yeah, okay, so can I put something else on this wall instead of the drives? 1, 2, 3, yeah, there's 7. I can do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on this side. A layer of cobblestone. Not really. One, two, three, 4. Or there is 4 this. Okay, so if I put it like this, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4. That makes 16. And I'm gonna put a, well, I guess it's just a P2p like tunnel. I'm gonna make like a stack of those. P2p tunnel, where is it? Okay, not a stack there, just 32 of this. Some iron, some flux crystals. 32. Do we have enough? We don't. What about the infinity dust? Okay, we are definitely doing some progress on that department, on the resource collection from the sieving, from all the sieving and stuff. Get the redstone, get the quartz. Sure. I'm just gonna process a stack of those and save the extras. And what else do we need? I'm gonna need a memory card to connect the P2p tunnels with each other. That means give me some of these set squads. Calculation, silicon, where is it? And that's pretty much all that we need for calculation process. I'm just making up some extras. Oh yeah, right, might as well charge my jetpack while I'm here. Wait, don't we? Oh, we are already out of redstone. I need to really think about some kind of a setup so that the outputs from all the chickens go right back into the system. And there's a lot to do in this pack still. Right, did I? Oh yeah, I did actually accelerate that one, the redstone chicken. And it goes pretty fast. Stack of redstone. Get this back. Wonder if it actually works on this block. Wait, hold on, do I not? Okay, so one more thing that I need to think about is upgrading the actual barrels, or the, not the barrels, the drawers in that system. We got 64 of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And to make an emerald upgrade, I need 6 more stacks. So, do I have enough space? Well, I don't. Let me put this away. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two stacks of emeralds. Actually, I need some more sticks. Oh, really? Oh, okay. 1, 2, we got. And we need 4 more stacks of these things. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's definitely enough. Get rid of all the extras. Now 2 more stacks of emeralds. Come on. I basically just upgrade all of this. First of all, this one. Just put all the extras away. Don't really care about wasting the upgrades because, you know, the resources are unlimited in this one. So what I've been doing, yeah, I've been trying to make this one, yes, okay. 1 redstone, just one, 2 of this, and 1, 2, 3. Was it 4? Oh yeah, it was just 2. To make the actual P2p channels work, Of course, I need to have them on a certain network first of all. And I do know that there is exactly 8 channels on this network, so I'm not worried. I'm not putting in an intermediate cable, and these ME drives actually connect to each other. They act as a cable as well. Don't really have to be worried about this one. This I'm gonna connect this. Let me think. So the storage network. Yeah, storage network is gonna be a green network. I think I've had some green cables over there. If I didn't, I at least do have green dye. Okay, I need some more of this. That is definitely enough. Like 3 stacks it is. Oh no. Some extras, put some extras away. I really need to connect these drawers with each other. Just haven't had the time to do it. Green, and we got green dense cables, so that is fine. Gotta put these extra cables away, extra Felix crystals as well. So far, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered to make the smart cables because I know exactly how many channels I'm going to be using for this one. Put P2Ps here. Use green cables for like storage system is gonna be a green cable. Oh no, it wasn't enough. Can't wait until I will get the actual Applied Energistics setup, because I'm really tired of going here and there to just grab some extras that that I'm missing. I'm gonna continue with a dense cable all the way down in case we are gonna expand this green network.